So the summer after my freshman year, I came home just because, it was easy to make money. We were going out maybe 4 or 5 nights a week, and so we're with these older guys. And I remember him keep asking me you don't want to drink, or, just take a shot. And I'm like, no, I don't want to drink or whatever. He's like, just take a shot, take a shot. So he's like, just take a sip. It's not going to do anything. So I remember literally taking a sip of something, thinking, of course, nothing's going to happen. Okay, fine, I took a sip, leave me alone. And I remember, saying, okay, I have to go to the bathroom. And I walked what had to be maybe, the bathroom was maybe 20 steps away. And so I walked to the bathroom, and I don't remember using the bathroom, but I remember walking back out of the bathroom. And I can remember it like it's yesterday. And, the lights are spinning, and the club is dark. And I remember, collapsing, in the middle of the club, which was not that big, in comparison to where the bar and the bathroom was. And so I remember these, bodyguards or, security, picking me up. And I remember them putting me in his car. But after that, I remember absolutely nothing. So I remember waking up the next morning and, I was just sore, completely sore, naked, and I'm in his bed, which I had never been in his room before. And I was in his bed, and he came out the shower, and, he's butt naked, and, I just, I'm crying. And he gets up, and he's like, you all right? And, and I just jumped up, put my clothes on, I'm crying, and I run down to my car. I remember calling my friend who I lived with at the time that was also around these, guys all the time. And I'm like, hey, this guy just raped me. I need to go to, the hospital. I need to, make a police report. And I remember her telling me that, I didn't need to, I didn't need to, do any of that because, if I'm saying that I think he raped me, that I could be wrong, that I could have consented to it. If I don't remember what happened last night, then I couldn't, I don't know. And so I remember in that moment, the guilt and the shame that kind of tried to set in.